Hello, darlings. You're welcome to Z Star Africa, your home of sizzling drama recaps. Let's dive deep into the shocking twists, confrontations, and jaw-dropping moments in Anupama's upcoming episodes. From Anupama stepping into acting and taking the spotlight, to Parag declaring war on Ansh, to Prarthana giving the Catharis an ultimatum, to Ishani's public humiliation and Paki's disappointment. Every moment is packed with intense emotions, bold decisions, and unforgettable drama. Please like and turn on your notifications for more of your favorites. It only gets more interesting. Let's dive in. It all begins with a director shooting an advertisement. He complains that the actors are failing to bring out the mother-daughter emotion. Ishani laughs at the scene. The director notices her and asks if she would like to try acting herself if she thinks it is so easy. Since Ishani is laughing, he calls her to step into the scene. Ishani becomes nervous. Anupama tries to explain to the director that Ishani made a mistake, but he insists that she perform. Ishani panics and Anupama decides to speak to her. She tells Ishani how she used to practice acting in front of the mirror when she was young. Anupama adds that destiny has given Ishani a chance and she should grab it. Anupama joins Ishani in the scene, and together they deliver a powerful performance that impresses the director. He praises Anupama's acting and tells her that it is time for her to begin a new career. He shows her the recorded shot on the camera. Just then, Bardi calls Anupama and asks her to return home because a builder is creating trouble at the chawl. Meanwhile, Ansh tries to sell his product, but everyone refuses to buy it, leaving him shattered. He decides to set up his own stall separately. Prarthana decides to support him. Ansh asks her to go back, saying that the Cathari house has many people to take care of her. Prarthana replies that despite everyone being there, she and the baby still miss him. She asks if he still hasn't forgiven her. Ansh admits that he misses her too. Prarthana hugs him and promises that after the baby arrives, she will stay with him. She insists on helping him on his first day. At the chawl, the manager asks the residents to sign the NOC, warning that otherwise he will bring a bulldozer. He promises them flats in exchange for the chawl. Bardi refuses, saying they don't want flats. Sarita calls the residents mad, which leads to a heated argument between her, Preet, and Bardi. Anupama gets angry, and Rajini intervenes, demanding that the manager bring a court order. Ishani excitedly tells Pakai about getting a break in the film industry. Pakai advises her to focus on her career and not give any money to Anupama. Preet tells Bardi about Anupama's marvelous acting and later asks Ishani about the check. Ishani reveals that Pakai told her the money belongs to her and that she should not tell anyone. Preet says Ishani has changed after getting work. Rajini calls Anupama to her house. Preet asks Anupama to discuss the chawl issue with Rajini. Elsewhere, Anil informs Gautam that he will accompany him to Mumbai. Gautam becomes tense, thinking about Leela and Ansh. Mahai asks Gautam if she can also come along. Gautam snaps at her, but Rahai steps in and asks him not to raise his voice. Gautam tells Rahai not to interfere in his matters. Rahai says his mask is falling off. Gautam then manipulates Mahai again and instigates her against Rahai. Parag spots Prarthana and Ansh together and becomes furious. Prarthana tries to defend Ansh, but Parag decides to separate them. Prarthana promises Ansh that she will return with her baby soon. Ansh is deeply upset. Perry watches the video of Anupama's performance. Anupama tries to encourage her, but Perry asks her not to lecture her. Anupama feels hurt. Bardi asks what happened, and Anupama explains. She talks about standing up for oneself and encourages Perry and Leela to fight back just as she always does. Bardi reminds Anupama about her meeting with Rajini. Anupama is surprised by Rajini's grand house and assumes it is the result of her hard work. She learns that it is Rajini's birthday and regrets not knowing earlier, saying she would have brought a cake. Rajini is happy to see Anupama, and Anupama wishes her warmly. Rajini says she wants to spend the day with Anupama because she feels alone and needs someone to talk to. Rahai worries about Mahai. Prem reassures her, reminding her that they have already warned Mahai about marrying Gautam. Rahai says Mahai is still her sister, but Prem believes she will ask for help if she needs it. Rajini serves food to Anupama and shares how her house was once full but is now empty. Anupama says loneliness is painful. Rajini admits she doesn't feel like returning home when she knows no one is waiting for her. Anupama consoles her. When Anupama asks about Rajini's children, Rajini avoids questions about her daughter and says her son is busy. She expresses her desire to get her son married so that a daughter-in-law can bring warmth into her life. Anupama jokes that the daughter-in-law might be scared, but Rajini assures her she would treat her like a queen. She admits that people stay around her only for their own benefit. Rajini asks Anupama how she manages being alone. Anupama explains her philosophy of life. Rajini then suggests they stop talking about people and instead enjoy and celebrate. Prem suggests Rohai vent her anger by punching a sack while imagining Gautam. Meanwhile, Rajini tells Anupama that she has laughed on her birthday after a long time. Anupama plans a surprise for Rajini, and the two dance and enjoy together. Ansh returns home broken. The Shahs ask about his stall and he breaks down. Paritosh and Pakai advise him to take up a job, but Hasmukh reminds them that Ansh alone is not responsible for earning for the family. Pakai feels pleased, imagining Ishani becoming a star. Rajini opens up further, revealing that her daughter hates her because she believes Rajini loves her position more than her children. Rajini becomes emotional and Anupama consoles her. Rajini invites Anupama to a Best Out of Waste exhibition organized by slum women. Anupama gets excited as an idea strikes her. Back home, Anupama encourages Peri to restart her work. She tells Barty that she has decided to bring out Peri's talent and shares her plan. Later, Rajini asks Anupama if her team will perform at an upcoming event and informs her that she will be the chief guest. Anupama jokes about feeling nervous, and Rajini responds humorously, saying even her own mother-in-law would be nervous in front of her. She adds that many famous personalities will attend the grand event. Vasundhara confronts Prarthana about meeting Ansh. Prarthana says she was supporting her husband. Parag questions her concern for their reputation. Prarthana clarifies that Ansh never forced her, she met him by choice. Parag calls Ansh unworthy, and Prarthana threatens to leave the house if stopped from seeing him. Declares that she is staying only because of Kayati and will return to Ansh after her baby is born. Vasundhara insists she cannot. Prarthana questions how many marriages Vasundhara plans to break. Raja supports Prarthana, pointing out Vasundhara's bias toward Mahai. Mahai feels insulted. Prarthana and Raja walk away. Vasundhara blames Anupama, while Prem asks Rahai not to waste her energy arguing. Ansh is shattered again, but Kinjal encourages him to focus on Anupama's advice. Together, they recall her suggestion to think creatively and plan something new to stand out. Anupama excitedly gathers the family to watch Ishani's first advertisement. Pakai dreams of Ishani becoming a star, while Hasmukh and Leela warn her not to get carried away. Rahai and Prem are shocked when Vasundhara, Parag, and Gautam also show interest in watching the ad. However, when it airs, the advertisement has been changed. Ishani has been replaced. Vasundhara mocks the Shahs. Pakai is stunned and Rahai worries about Ishani. Ishani breaks down. Anupama consoles her, reminding her that life is like snakes and ladders and that setbacks lead to bigger opportunities. Peri also comforts Ishani. Anupama vows not to let either of them give up. Rajini scolds her son Varun for fighting with opposition workers and worries about losing his position. She decides to get him married to bring stability into his life. Gautam's friend informs Rajini about a redevelopment proposal offering her a 30% share. Rajini considers it carefully. Anupama announces her plan to organize a fashion show to launch Peri's designs, with Ishani teaching ramp walks and the dance Rani's handling branding. The women hesitate, expressing fear and insecurity. Anupama encourages them, saying they will learn just like they have learned everything else in life. Rajini negotiates for a 50% share in the chawl deal. When the manager worries about resistance, Rajini asks him to focus on the deal and leave the outcome to her. Anupama reveals that the fashion show will take place at a major Mumbai event. Though the dance Rani's fear being mocked, Anupama motivates them to stand united. She speaks about beauty, recites a poem, and reminds them that every woman is beautiful.